Hope you guys are ready for this, because I am not ready, because this place is crazy. I have wild speculations going on right now. Just don't. Here we go. Urdak, Store of the Makers. This is Urdak, the home world of the Makers. A brief age analysis of the structures and architecture here indicates that this world is older than any other in our database. Similarities can also be drawn to multiple pan-galactic religions, indicating that the Makers' influence was not limited to Argent Denor, and that over the eons, their influence has spread across the galaxy, potentially the universe. Some imagery is akin to religious icons in the Orion Cygnus arm of the Milky Way, in an area that includes Earth. The name Urdak is common tongue in the Maker language, but can be approximately translated to the word for paradise or heaven in hundreds of different languages, further cementing the theory that the Makers have had a religious impact on mortal beings for millions of years. Despite their seeming godliness, the Makers have a past. At some point in their ageless history, there is mention of the Father, a logical alien entity that endowed the Makers with their vast knowledge and technical ability. Analysis of Maker artifacts and scripture indicate that the Father may have been a singular being that split to form the Maker race, or instead transferred his incalculable power into the vast structures known as Urdak, which then birthed the Makers in perpetuity. It seems that the Makers, though exceptionally long-lived, eventually suffer from a form of biological and mental degradation, at which point they undergo a process known as the Transfiguration, wherein they allowed their voluntary death and resurrection somehow tied to the Father. This process may have been complicated or damaged in the recent past. There are no records of how the Father came to the Makers when it was first discovered, or if it had any physical form before the Makers. The first mention of the Father is in regard to a building named the Luminarium. It was a temple of sorts, where Makers would go to seek answers. The essence of the Father was stolen by one of their own, by a Maker referred to as the Seraphim. Who the Seraphim is and what he did with the Father's consciousness is unknown. Records show that one day the Luminarium simply ceased to communicate, and that a deep scan of its databanks revealed no remaining trace of the entity. Urdak itself exists in an anchor state, utilizing highly advanced dimensional shift technology to allow a static position at a subquantum level. This essentially inverts their position in relation to Hell. Both planes of existence are fixed outside the bounds of the known universe, a lower and higher reality. The Khan Maker oversees all within Urdak, and now utilizes Argent energy to prevent the Transfiguration. But if they come back after Transfiguration, why would they want to stop it? It's a voluntary death, and they have resurrection. Okay, that makes sense, because the Father was stolen by one of their own, a Maker referred to as the Seraphim. If the Seraphim stole the Father and they go through Transfiguration, even if it's a voluntary death, the resurrection is somehow tied to the Father. So if there's no Father, they don't resurrect, they die forever. Oh shit, dude. That sucks. Okay, this one's found in Urdak. I'm like, where the hell is that? Story of Hell. This game's lore, like Sebastian's, I didn't think that this game's lore would be something that encapsulated me. I thought the action, smashing demons and stuff. I've heard theories saying that Hayden is the Seraphim. Yeah, I mean, I think he's either the Seraphim or or Samur. But we need more info. We need more info. Plus there's DLC, so we can only speculate at this time. Also, Sebastian's, your written English is really, really good. I just want to say that, because not a lot of people who, I don't know if your first language was English, but being in Chile, I'm gonna assume not. But your written English is pretty spot on, pretty good. That's because I'm an English teacher. Well, you got me. It's still really good though, so that means that you're good at your job. But being an English teacher, you wouldn't be privy to things like American or British slang. Well, maybe you might be. I shouldn't assume. But if I were to speak in a manner that is influenced by attitude or sarcasm, I would just make the assumption that it probably wouldn't be something you'd pick up on immediately. But if you do that, that's top notch. That's we also like to use words for. I prefer American accent. Huh. American accents are all over the place though. You gotta think about it, because America's like the EU in a sense that each state could be almost considered its own country, its own history, its own heroes and villains and preferred religion. And it's just preferred religion would be like some form of Christianity, but Catholicism or a Protestant religion. It's American history is insane. Like it's so good. For all of the faults, for all of the lows in history, there are so many highs. I love history. Okay, what am I looking for? I've been running around this rock. I got the secret. We got the sword. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh. Okay. You can see all the secrets. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Whoa! I almost overshotted. I didn't mean to double tap that. Oh, this is so bad. Got it. It's almost like surfing and that sounds so good. It's almost like surfing in Counter-Strike. I love that sound. Ooh, you almost got me. Okay, okay. There's an auto map on the other side of this. But yeah, there's not a lot of people that when they're online try and type in grammatically correct, use capitalization, punctuations. Ugh. You're tugging at my heartstrings, because I've always tried to do that myself. I don't know what it is about people and taking their language and butchering it on the internet. I'm sorry to focus on you a little bit. I do apologize. Hold on. Okay, so that's permanent. Okay, good to know. Where is this? Oh, okay. I was like, where is the secret? Now we know. Master token. We have quite a few, actually. Let us master some things. Let's take a look at this. I'm working towards this. Yes. Demons that are detonated by the... Okay. Instant salvo. I like that. The Arbalest will start recharging instantly after a direct hit. I like that. I think that's like one of the coolest things ever. Destroyer Blade. Yes. The fact that you can just skip your challenges is amazing. There we go. It's all of those spent. Polybolus. Bullet points. Okay. So we've got 5 regular fights, 2 special fights, and then 3 pips worth of a boss fight.
Welcome, Seraphim.
Whoa, wait a minute, it just called me Seraphim. Why would it call me Seraphim?
You cannot stop the procession. We will not be able to control it! No!
Oh shit. Don't worry, I'm fine. I have wings. We have wings. Flap them, you fool. Okay. Never mind, we didn't have to use our wings. Most of his body is armor, the head is a weak point. Shoot its head, dealing extra damage, a headshot kill. Oh god. Haha! I have a blood punch. You son of a bitch. Oh! Ow! Rude? Name's off. Ooh. Not about. Oh god. Okay, that's it. Oh wow. Oh. Okay. I got bladed from the side and probably blapped by him a couple times. Yep. The main kid has got the last hit on me. Well, that's not gonna work on those things. I'm out of ammo. Whoa. What? There we go. Not out of ammo no more. Where's that drone at? Look. Dang it. Got him. Well, I need ammo. That's the important thing. Okay.
The icon of Sin is no longer in the Khan Maker's control. The longer he is on Earth, the stronger he will grow. There is a portal we can use to follow it. We must reactivate the gate and get back to Earth.
Okay. Ooh, nasty. You big dumb. What are you thinking? Alright. Let's take a quick look at this. They are cutting the grass outside. Thank goodness, though. I was looking at the grass and I came home one day. I was like, when are they gonna do this? Wait, what are the challenges on this level? I'm just murdering things. Kill 12 demons while in midair? That's like my old playstyle. Could they have given me an easier one to do? Hey, give me that lore, dude. Icon of Sin. Hey, this is the last one. As it is written. Oh, hold on, let's take a look at this thing. Yo, what the hell? There's a dude. Looks like one of the corrupted Argenta, like, Night Sentinel dudes. Or one of the Argenta, like, regular soldiers. Yesterday I was watching a streaming in which a guy was playing the game on Ultra Nightmail. He was doing fine until his game crashed. Moon. I remember Moon playing this on Ultra Nightmare, and it actually got me into thinking, like, I really want to play this game because that looks fun. Like, that looks fun. I didn't know it was like $60 for at the time, or $60 USD, which is what the game cost me, or would have cost me if it wasn't on sale. But it looked fun. Now, I'm a hardcore like Diablo player, and like I like playing like Diablo and Path of Exile on hardcore. I don't think I could play this game on hardcore. This game is very, very difficult. It's very hard. And also, when you're describing like you're watching something, if you're, or when you're talking about a stream, you can just say stream and not streaming, ing. It's a bit of a redundancy because the dude is they may be streaming, but if you're watching what they're doing, you're only watching their stream. Streaming being the verb and stream being the I'm not even good at this. I'm not even good at being a teacher. I can't do that. But you get what I'm saying. Thank you for the correct, dude. Why do you have to be so polite? Like, I'm not saying it like a bad thing, but I'm not used to it on the internet, man. That's throwing me for a loop. That's throwing me for a loop. I'm not saying not be polite. It's just, it's odd. I mean, I respect it. I respect it. You're like super polite. Just in the way that you talk. It's something that I noticed it's something I noticed the last time you're in yesterday when you were in my chat. I'm the one trolls that mess. Game and I'm pretty sure I mess with you. I mess with you too. Troll you pretty hard. But yeah, I mean, I like the. I don't think. I like to think that if I assist you in some way with like what you're saying, sentence structure and things like that, it's like you're such a polite person, it almost feels like wrong for me to see you like type something that's like slightly grammatically incorrect, just slightly, right, just a little bit. It feels wrong for me to like look over that because it's like, this guy's so polite, he's so nice. Like, if I correct him, do I look like a butthole? Or if I give him a correction, he's gonna be nice anyway. He's gonna say thank you. Not used to troll people? Don't know. Yeah. You're not used to trolling people that you don't know? Yeah, that's understandable. Well, hope in the long run you'll get to know me and Game and Anime and other people that hang out in my chat pretty well, and you'll take some time to have some fun trolling. By the way, Game and Anime, that White Russian is amazing, and I didn't finish reading that. I got sidetracked in my interaction, but I'm being a very bad streamer right now. Hold on, let's finish that. So I think it was badass. As it is written in the prophecy of ancient sentinel scripture, the Titans, towering elder demons of the infernal age, would return, unearthed from their immortal slumber. The Titans are believed to be the harbingers of the end times, primordial forces of chaos and destruction. Born from the tormented soul of the betrayer's son, it was by Hell's unholy design that the icon of Sen was given flesh. The fearsome Titan, forged from the essence of mortal suffering, once bore a human soul, a soul now transmogrified and entombed within the still beating heart of his former self. The betrayer, seeking to free his son from eternal torment within the depths of Hell, made an agreement, pact sealed by the black fates of darkness, that promised to grant his son the chance to return from death. The son would live again, but not as human. In Hell's endless cruelty, the son was damned to become the icon, an inhumane existence bound only to its former humanity by the now disembodied, undying mortal heart. The mortal heart that we just destroyed. So we just freed that guy's son by destroying the heart of the icon of Sen. So the betrayer's son's soul is free now, which is kind of cool. How am I sitting here? Am I too slow? Hold on. And that's actually pretty cool to think about. Wonk. Hold on. What the hell is that? Hey. Oh. That was kind of scary. Looks like... Wait a minute. Oh. I'm just a little slow. Don't mind me. Barely made it. Ah, not like this. Let's not talk about what just happened. There's no need to have a discussion about that at all. There's no need to clip that. There's no need to tell your friends about that. That was an accident. Tell them about the good times we've had, right? Right, Game and Anime? Brother. Hold on. Something over here. You can see it from here. Hey, Metalhead, I think I have everything. Rip and Tear. Complete the album collection? Hell yeah, dude. Rick and Morty? I've never seen Rick and Morty before. What? Okay, there we go. What do you think you're doing? That's it, you're a dead idiot. Oh god. Whoa! There's something. Oh, there's something funky going on there. They're buffed. I've actually never sat down and watched Rick and Morty. I don't know why. It's one of those things I probably should though. Oh my god. That thing hurts a lot. Summoner. No, it's gotta be a buff totem. Cause watch, when I come around the corner here, they're already buffed. That means that there's a buff totem nearby. It even says it. It even says it. Oh, there it is. Easy. What are you thinking? Oh god. What am I doing? Oh my god, my aim! What are you doing? Bop, bop, bop. Scoot it up! Whoa! Who's shooting missiles at me? Wait, what's shooting missiles at me? Oh boy. Hold on. Hold up! Where's he at? Oh boy. Oh boy. Whoa! Hold on. Aha! Wait, what? What? Where are the little dudes at? Hold up. Okay, this isn't funny. There we go. Holy crap, dude. Whoa! 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 That's not cool. No! Stop it. Hey, you stop that. You stop that right now. You stop it. I'm not amused. The ladies do not love it. Oh! Shit. Ah! It's not cool. Where'd he go? Oh, what? Put that out. It's not even right. Got him! Nice try. Who's that? Me up. Got him. Ooh. Ooh. That seems like such an unfortunate. Like, it still feels bad, man. He literally trips and then dies. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, there's some more over there. Khan Maker. Wow. So be somebody else. But like, it's not the same. Like, the Khan Maker isn't the same individual every time. Yeah. Let's read this entry. Excuse me. Every 10,000 years, the collective maker conscience, known as the singularity, births a Khan Maker, a supreme being destiny bound to lead all of Urdak until the next Khan is born. The singularity, which contains the conscious soul data of every maker that has ever lived and died, processes and refines this data as a means of selective evolution. As hierarchy of the conscious neural matrix to which each maker is interconnected, it is physically impossible for a maker to refuse the collective order shared consciousness and disobey a maker, or a Khan, excuse me. This system has functioned without error since the creation of Urdak. Until now. With the disappearance of the father, the makers are incapable of creating a successor to the Khan lineage, allowing the existing Khan to hold her claim to the throne indefinitely. Huh. It's almost as if there's gotta be a connection between the current Khan and the Seraphim. Like, whoever the Seraphim is, the current Khan has to be it, because they get replaced every 10,000 years like clockwork. So how do you stop that? You break the chain of succession, right? You break the circle of the Khan singularity creation, right? And if you do that, you as the Khan Maker, you live as the leader forever, the leader of the Khan, of the makers. But I mean, what would she stand to gain? If you live too long, then you're affected by the transfiguration. Maybe during this Khan Maker's rule, she saw the potential of Argent energy. But who would Seraphim be? If let's say the Khan Maker that currently exists wanted to be Khan Maker forever. They wanted to live forever. They wanted an end to the transfiguration, so they never have to die. And it's every 10,000, but if they broke this cycle, the chains that bond them to having to create a new Khan Maker every 10,000 years, we could be outside of the 10,000 year cycle. So there's no telling how long this Khan has been Khan of the makers for however long they've been. That's insane. Hold on. Hold up. Okay.
There is a gate that we can use here on Erdak to get back to Earth, but you will need to reconfigure the teleporter rings to activate it. We must move quickly, for the Icon of Sin grows more powerful the longer it is on Earth.
Really? I mean, we're still live, so what's going on with Steam? Wow, okay. That's really shitty. What's going on with Steam right now? Hold on. Is Steam offline? Steam status, is Steam down? 76%. There we go. That was weird. What? What do you mean? Steam is online. I'm looking at it right now. It says I'm online. Come on. Please? I'll give it one more try. Yep, we're done. This is stupid. I think there's issues right now. God. Well. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Fuck. I should have known better. Hold on. My chat's down, apparently. I have no idea why my chat is down, but there we go. Connecting. What is... Are we... I don't understand what this was going on. This is... Whatever. Actually makes no sense to me. It's actually making me upset. There's gotta be some more enemies around here somewhere. Unless a fodder demon somewhere? I had to have. Come on. It's not. Feels bad, man.
Now, insert Vega to activate the portal.
System acquired. Setting a course for the Earth dimension now.
I can't see that. Am I the father, Dr. Haber?
You must get the other teleporter rings aligned before it's too late. The gate must be reactivated. The longer the icon of sin is on Earth, the stronger he will become.
Vega just became the father, so... Alright, so far, based on the information that I have now, Sebastian's, this is my thought process. So Vega was not originally the father, he was created, right? Maybe Samuel is Sammer, and he knew that the father was missing, created a replacement for it, using Argent energy. I mean, how else would he know how to refine it? How else would he know how to use Argent energy like he did? I feel like he's got to be Samur, S-A-M-U-R, Samur Maker. Yeah, we'll learn more as we get more lore, though. This is beyond interesting. Really? Take a look at this real quick. There's a Sentinel token. Even though I don't need it, I need it, you know what I mean? I mean, Samuel could have been the main, like, so Samuel's prerogative, if he were to make, let's say Samuel Hayden is Simwar. So his objective would be, initially he created the Doomslayer. So he knows who the Doomslayer is. The Doomslayer is to defeat the forces of hell, to push them back. If he defeats the forces of hell and pushes them back, there's no need for the Argent energy. That way, once the hell enemies are... Wait, no, because if he's a maker, he can't go to hell. That actually defeats that purpose. That actually defeats that theory. Because he went to hell to retrieve the Slayer's coffin in 2016. So he couldn't have gone to hell if he's a maker. That's what I've been thinking, yeah. Shit. I don't know now. Samuel's kind of a mystery. What's up, cat? Look at this thing. Look at this guy right here. What you doing? Why you bother me, huh? Tiny box, but you can see him. The cat's name is Ace. He's actually named after, so my girlfriend's, handle on Twitch, if you noticed her going live the other night, her handle on Twitch is Fairy Tail Addict, and he's actually named after the Dragon of Destruction in Fairy Tail, the anime. So it's Ace. It's quite fitting for him because he's a pain, but Acnologia, yeah, Ace. Ooh. He's so cute and docile. He really is. The other cat's a rescue. He's not as cute and docile. Kind of a pain in the ass if you ask me. Hey, come Maker Toy. Hey, we got all the secrets. It's funny. He's a pretty good cat. He's a really good cat. He's a mix between a Norwegian forest cat and something else. I'm not sure. She thinks Maine Coon, but he needs a lot of maintenance. Alright, kid. You're cramping my stream, alright? Play video game. Can't sit here and pet you. My cat is not docile at all. The other one that we have is a rescue, which means that he was a ownerless and was in a bad situation beforehand, and my girlfriend wanted him, so he's not completely docile. He's a little, I would say he's a little wild, not very wild. But all in all, he's a pretty decent cat, all things considered. He's a weird cat. He doesn't like human food at all. this is bad. This is really bad. Oh! He did a summoning, so I had to get rid of him. Okay. I have 2 more secrets up ahead. Oh no, it's not that I have all the secrets, it's just telling me what all the secrets are. 2 more secrets up ahead. Yeah, he's a pretty decent cat. He likes sitting on the windowsill. The only thing I don't like about him is he likes to let's just say can you see that scar right there? He doesn't like going into his travel case. That's like the one thing he doesn't like, and it's hard to give him any sort of medication. Can you see the scars on my wrist at all? I'd have to go to a different scene maybe. Let me see if this will work. You see that at all? I don't think you can. I need a better camera. You do? So he clawed me up pretty bad. I need to get some stuff to put on there, like some there's medications and stuff you can put on scars to help them go away. But yeah, he clawed me up real good, and I everybody else at work was like, I would have killed that cat, and I was like, yeah, but then I'd have to move out. In all honesty, I've had worse injuries. It really didn't faze me that much. I was just pissed because I was bleeding all over the place. That's the only thing that made me mad. I was upset because I was bleeding everywhere. So the worst injury that I've ever had in my life has to do with my foot. My right foot, I can't bend my big toe. There's a scar that runs across, like if you're think of these as the toes and this is my foot. It runs across the lining of my my toes, right? And think of my thumb as my big toe. It doesn't bend. It only moves, right? I can't bend it. The joint is completely destroyed. So big tractors, right? Think of a big tractor, right? In the mower on the back. One of those big mowers that you cut large fields with. Yeah, that's what happened to my foot. I didn't lose my toe, which is a good thing. But the bad thing about it is when it was winding down, and I want to explain it to you in a way that doesn't seem like it's like a horrible idea that I was always doing this. So when my dad used to cut the fields with the big mower on the back of the tractor, I would stand on the mower. Like I could get on the mower and get off of it. It was not a problem. It was so enclosed that if you were to step up onto it while it was in action, you didn't really risk hurting yourself if you were careful. I was careful. And I was a kid. It was just like when I was in 6th grade in school for America. So that's like around 12 years old, about 11 years old. And I was a very active person outside. I would jump all over the place. I was only playing video games at the time too, but I was a very active outside. And I would ride on the back of the mower where my dad was cutting things. And I was always very careful. There was never any incidents, nothing. You know, I was a very precarious person. And one day I think I may have stayed up for like 36 hours straight. I don't remember. I remember playing Diablo 2. So when I played Diablo 2, I stayed up for very long amounts of time when I was younger. I got hooked on it. I think on that day I may have been up for like 30 hours. And my dad had parked the tractor. I was standing on the mower at the time. he turned off the engine, turned off the mower, everything was winding down, and I think I blacked out. I still play Diablo 2. Such a good game. Such a good game. But I think I blacked out and I fell off of the mower. And I fell in such a way that this is the mower, right? And there's a skirt on the outside. It's not easy to get underneath it. You have to actually attempt to go underneath the mower skirt for it to be exposed to the blades of the mower. It's not very easy, which is why when I rode on it, it was never really a problem. Because if I fell off, or if something happened, I would fall away from the mower. The tractor would keep going. There's no way I would be able to there wouldn't be any way for me, unless I fell in front of the mower, between the mower and the tractor or something like that. That's it. But I was standing near the back. I always stood near the back because I could jump off of the back. Like, if he's mowing, it's going like this, right? Like it's going like this. I would stand near the rear. There were some metal struts there that I could like focus myself on, and then I could just jump off. No danger, no problem. It would go. But it was stationary. And when I fell, I think I was standing on the side. And when I fell, I somehow fell, and I fell to the ground to the point where my foot somehow got underneath the mower. It was winding down. The power of the mower, the blade was winding down. It wasn't active. It was not in gear. So when it hit my foot, I was wearing I wasn't wearing a steel-toed boot. I was wearing a regular boot. I think from then on out, I started wearing steel-toed boots when I wore boots. But it hit my toe. It destroyed the top of my boot, and it destroyed my toe. It caused heavy damage to my foot. So what happened was it lacerated the top of my foot across the connection. So this is my foot and this is my toes connected to it. It lacerated all the way across and in between this little toe here. So I actually don't have any feeling on the inside of that toe, and actually the nerves are kind of tender there. My big toe, if you look at your foot, look at your big toe, you see your nail? It broke my big toe, turning it at a 45-degree angle like this. So I couldn't move my toe. Not only that, but it severely injured it, splitting it in half so I could look inside of my big toe. I remember this because I had to put my foot on my dad's dashboard or dash of his pickup truck when he rushed me to the hospital. I could see the inside of my toe. It's not very pleasant. But let someone who's experienced it tell you that we're all red meat on the inside. It was a very harrowing experience for a child. And I could see the shattered bone. Imagine the pain. I was in shock. I felt nothing. The shock is what's the scary part, because you're looking at your foot and you're thinking, is this mine? Is this what my foot looks like now? It was a horrible injury. And if you're familiar with American holidays, I don't think it's a global holiday. I think it's only an American holiday. April the 1st. April the 1st, 2000 and I want to say 2. May have been 2001 actually. My mom was at work. My dad was home. April the 1st is April Fool's Day. My brother called my mom. She thought he was telling a joke. She didn't think that he was serious in any sense of the word. She thought that it was just all a joke. Oh, Kevin got hurt. He's hurt real bad. Dad rushed him to the hospital. Oh, you're kidding. It's a joke. No, it was not a joke. My foot was a disaster, but I had a really good doctor. He put my foot back together. The only problem is that the bone in my big toe pops. I think the most horrifying thing is that I had a pin that went directly into the big toe, straight down the foot into the bone to make sure that it healed properly. It was so terrible when they took it out. That was probably the worst part about it. It was the most awkward feeling ever, having a piece of metal pulled out of the bone of your foot. Ugh. It didn't hurt. It just felt fucking terrible. Oh, it felt horrible. Like, not painful, but just the most awkward thing. Does it still hurt? It doesn't hurt. It actually, it healed well. I can't really say anything about it. It doesn't hurt at all. I mean, there's if you ever looked at my foot or were able to see my foot, you could tell there's extensive damage done to it when I was at a younger age. But hold on, let me I haven't really looked at my foot since then. I mean, I can't really bend my big toe. The toes themselves are a little puffy, so he saved them. Yeah, there's a so on my second toe there's a big scar on it. Yeah, it's been a while since I don't really look at my feet. It's crazy. Crimea River has 2 rods fused to my spine. I mean, it doesn't hurt. I'm not really complaining about it. It was just a very awkward situation. It sucked. We both had major things that we had to go through game and anime. But I mean, like I said, it's great. It's fine. 2 rods, 6 inches of wire, 6 to 12 hooks and screws. Yeah, that's wild. If you had yourself some extensive surgery done. Yeah, I remember you had your spinal fusion. Was it because of a degenerative disease game in anime, or is it because of was it because of something else? I can't remember. Chicks like scars. Yeah, that's what I hear. My girlfriend, I don't know if she likes scars though. Good chat though. That's good. That was a good break from the game. It was, I like chatting with you guys. Yeah. Scoliosis, yeah, that's right. You had a degenerative disease. Codex here. Oh, Maker Angels. Like, even an accident that bad. Yeah, I mean, it happens, right? Statistically, it happens to a lot of people. There's various situations people go through. It's quite an experience. These revered figures serve as speakers for the Khan Maker, earning positions of leadership and high esteem within their species. Angels of Urdak are gifted with orator rings, golden halos infused to their armor as symbols of their status and rank. These divine beings occasionally gather in conclaves and at the summons of the Khan Maker, but typically do not work together, instead being assigned as independent advisors and overseers amongst the Maker-controlled worlds. Interesting. For angels, they are very ugly. Sebastian, have you ever played Final Fantasy 14? And yeah, they're pretty rough. They're almost demonic in nature, it looks like, you know what I mean? But yeah, the latest expansion of Final Fantasy is pretty interesting. So in Final Fantasy 14, the latest expansion takes you to a world, and basically, you know, like creatures of darkness and so on and so forth are pretty big in Final Fantasy games. You've never played a Final Fantasy game. Oh wow. So in their games, they have this thing called the Void, and there's like demons and stuff like that that they talk about, and they're presented in the game, and they're a constant threat to any protagonist in the game. And in this most recent installation or expansion of their online game, all of the enemies were based upon light, because you were in a world that was more light aligned than dark aligned, if that makes any sense. So the shadow was the minimalist part, and the light was the majority, and there was an overabundance of light energy. So creatures of the light were like what we would see creatures of darkness, and it was a very cool concept they had to play with and learn and design around. Yeah, it was very cool. It was very cool. Yeah, so instead of being what most people would see as a warrior of light, you were considered a warrior of darkness, because darkness was the prevailing like sort of the protagonist standpoint, as the light was overbearing and corrupting and destroying. You had to restore darkness, essentially. Kind of cool. What the fuck? Hold on. Where is this thing? There it is. Bop! Hold on. I hate when that happens. My S key keeps coming off, dude. I don't know what's going on. It makes no sense. Okay. Really? Yeah. Let's take a look at this arena. Looks like there's a secret on the side of the objective here. I feel like, I feel like he knows so much more than he's letting on, though, you know what I mean? Samuel, that is. Samuel Hayden. He knows so much more than he's letting on. How the hell do you get up there? Okay. That was almost like a dev asked me anything, right? Having me talk about my foot and stuff. Alright, let's see. What? What just happened? I guess those things aren't solid. How would I get up there? Or not? The hell? Why is this disabled? Dude, I don't like that at all. It sucks.
The Godmaker leaves Earth to be consumed by the demons, or her world will die.
There's a secret encounter? I saw it. I saw it. Wait. Oh! Still not done? Nope. There's a lot to this game, dude. Oh, hello. Oh, get out of here, stupid gargoyle. What's up, Salty McJ, aka Loth, aka German guy in chat? That's right, I called you German guy in chat. That's more or less true. I'm so I keep saying to clean this keyboard. I don't do it. My S key keeps coming off. I'm pretty sure I just need to get a new keyboard. Oh, hello. Oh, shit. I just got puked on, dude! What a butthole. Alright. Alright. What? I'm missing. Dude. Come on. Woo! Oh no! Ugh! You left? Good night, baby. Let's have to focus up for a second there. Alright. Come on, you got this. Sebastians, you always believe, man. Logged into AA to give my shit to a friend who's still playing. Got kicked out of Pirate due to inactivity, but was still standing on Growl Gate and got fucked by all the pirates hanging around there. Is it just me or does the Death Effect sometimes the scene cause bad screen tearing? I mean, it could. It's a possibility. It could just be the stream too, because I have the stream set to 50 FPS. But I don't know, man. Could very well.
Icon of sin inside Earth. The seal has been broken. Now the demons may pass through the void as never before. You have brought her people and this lonely place eternal damnation. But it was arrogant to bring the dormant icon here. Her hubris has shattered paradise.
Yo, that's some Diablo 3 shit, dude. Demons even entering heaven? That's nuts. Alright, I need to pee real quick. That's insane. They couldn't pass through before, but she brought the heart there, and in doing so, opened the possibility for demonic corruption to enter Urdak. All right, internet being a bitch. Not exactly. I've only dropped 30 frames, but like I said, it could be that I have it set to 50 instead of 60 FPS. So I want it to be smooth, but at the same time, I don't think I can stream 60 FPS with certain things. Okay. Whew. All right, we made it. Hold on. Normally stream at 60 FPS and just had it reduced today. I think I do. I think I normally stream at 60 FPS on Black Desert, but I think I reduced it for Doom Eternal because it's so heavy on the system. And I also have Black Desert running in the background, if that makes any sense. Oh shit, dude, really? Holy crap, dude. I don't think I can boost the FPS while I'm streaming though.
With the rings fully aligned, the dimensional gate to Earth is now open. To the landing platform and pass through the portal. Earth does not have much time left.
Whoa, whoa! I mean, I could check and see. Hold on. So we're going to bring down the stream and then bring it back up in 60 FPS and we're going to see how it looks and how it plays and how it feels. All right. I'm going to give you a countdown of 3, 2, 1.